Okay, say something.
Something.
That was great. That was great.
Oh, I get a whole week? What? True, okay. I really enjoyed like watching it, kind of like gave me flashbacks into the past month of like what I've been doing. I liked how it was edited, like showing the overlays of like from my YouTube videos and stuff like that, and like seeing the progress of like the tasks, and like seeing how like some things from like 2 weeks ago when I actually like completed it and stuff like that. I also kind of felt a little bit of pressure with the Rihanna painting. As you can see, I only have the eyes finished and the background. Because I'm like, these people might feel like I'm like slacking on it, or like, what's the word? Procrastinating on getting it done. But like, it wasn't really like that. It's just like all this other stuff pushed it on the back burner. But like in my back of my head, I was like, it would have been nice to have it like fully done by the end of the 4th week, to be like, oh, started like the first goal within is actually done. But like that never happened, which is actually fine, because like that's life, you know what I mean? I feel like one of the big values of doing this is kind of like that accountability to the viewers watching. The main value I got out of it was probably the reflection part of it. I feel like I don't actually do self-reflection a lot, which is actually something I want to work on more. Kind of like even daily, like at the end of the day, like reflecting, okay, how was this day? How was the week? I don't really do that as much as I like to, and I felt like this kind of forced me to. Sometimes it could feel like a lot of pressure even, like, oh, am I actually progressing over these weeks? Because like now I'm documenting it for the world to see, and like everyone's going to be seeing like, did she actually complete her goals and stuff like that? But like that type of pressure, I don't think really affects me, because like nothing is linear with life. And like overdoing this business for the past 5 years, like literally nothing I've planned has gone according to plan. So I feel like I look forward more than I look back on what I'm doing. When it comes to looking back, you're looking back with the intention of seeing like where you can learn from what you've been doing, not necessarily like judging yourself from like the past. You know, I feel like sometimes people can be too hard on themselves. Over the course of, you know, failing and like not accomplishing things in the time frame that I've had in mind, it's like I've learned that it's more so about the journey than like the destination. And I know that sounds really cliche, but like it's actually true. I feel like a lot of these pressures that people feel like come from like external factors. Like, you know, people are watching you, your friends and family are seeing what you're doing, and like they're basing what you're doing like off of if they feel like you're successful or not. And people tend to internalize those things. And for me, like I've just come to not really care what people think about what I'm doing, because they aren't the ones living your life. Like they aren't the ones going through the motions and actually doing the thing to, you know, have that experience to even judge you. And I'm not saying like be hard on yourself, but like only you know yourself. It's kind of like internalizing that you're kind of the one in control, and like that pressure isn't like real, and like it's okay to not like to fail, because failing isn't really a failure. It's more so about what did you learn from that experience and how are you going to apply it moving forward. Like the most important thing is, are you moving forward? You know what I'm saying? And even though I didn't like accomplish all the things I said in the weeks at the specific time, like I kept moving forward with it. So even though I thought I would get it done in a week, sometimes it took 2 weeks, sometimes it took 3 weeks, but that's fine. Like I was still progressing. Like, are you still going along on that journey? And to me, that's the most important part. I'm not saying don't have goals and milestones, but like the actual time frames, it's really not that important in the grand scheme of things. And like a lot of the times you don't know how long it's going to take you to do something anyways. I figured that out many times, like the Rihanna painting. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just about learning, and like the next time you do it, you'll do it better. And that in itself is the achievement. So does that kind of answer the question? Okay. I feel like that's how my experience was. It was a good experience.